visionary. Seth Rollins, stop!
If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
Hey, this the Red Carpet Ring. We here at the ring here. Turnbuckle King here. We'll talk about Raw, Monday Night Raw, the recent episode. We are talking about a good episode here. We got WWE Raw. Bronson Reed takes on the Beast, Braun Strowman, in return of Seth Rollins. You know, guys, it's the final 3-hour Raw of 2024. Bad Blood preview they covered. And, of course, Bronson Reed versus Braun Strowman in the main event. We're going to talk about it, guys. But other than that, though, we're going to get into it. We got the bonus round here of who will show up at Bad Blood. So let's get the license. We come into the ring. Let's definitely do that. But we hear from live from Facebook and X as well. Salute to everybody over there on Facebook and X. As we got a big week, we got Bad Blood this upcoming Saturday, and we do have also as well NXT debut on CW tonight. We'll cover that as well. But with that being said, let's see who came to the ring first. Figure 4 TV, salute to you. Check out his channel, great content there. Don't want to miss out on the content he puts there. But before we do get into it, before we get to the match card, talk about the show, do me a favor, guys. Double tap that screen as you come in. Let's do that real quick.
Not real.
Trust me.
But that doesn't do anything, man.
So, yes, we're going to talk about Raw. This is the Raw we're going to be talking about. Before we get into it, let's look over that match card. Let's see what was advertised. We got Jey Uso, celebration of him winning the Intercontinental, as I call it, the Yeetinental Championship. We got that going on. We got CM Punk and Drew McIntyre having a final promo. That's going on right before, they make their Hell in a Cell match. And we also have another match of 6-man tag match, Judgment Day versus LWO. And of course, the main events I mentioned, not a couple minutes ago, Bronson Reed versus Braun Strowman. So let's get into it. Let's get into that. DJ, salute to you as well. Thanks for coming out, man. Always supporting the channel. Greatly appreciate that as well. Definitely appreciate that. But yeah, we're going to get into the talk about Monday Night Raw. We definitely get into it. But let's check that out for one moment. Let's get there. 1 second, guys. All right, let's get into it. Oh, appreciate that, DJ. Let me take care of you real quick, man. I know you follow both my channels. Well, I'm sorry. Excuse me. You follow all 3 of my channels. Get that wrench, man. I know you're wrench my other channel. I'm gonna give you one here too. I'm gonna get that going real quick before we begin and before I forget. So let me get into that real quick. Yes, all right. Yes, sir. Let's begin that right now. All right. So with that being said, let's get on and let's talk about Raw. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. All right. Beginning of the show kicked off with Jey Uso. You know that he recently just won the Intercontinental Championship, his first singles championship of his whole 14-year career as a tag team guy. Now he has a singles championship and one of the most shocking wins in WWE Raw history. He came out, he got the blue. I like how that blue set up. I like the Yee shirt. He came out and said that he wanted to thank his mom. He wanted to thank the fans, his family, of course. He said that, he was looking forward, to do whatever he could to win the Intercontinental Championship, and he did just that. Now I know Braun Breaker came out. We thought he was gonna be on some slick stuff to attack Jay, only to come and actually shake his hand and congratulate him on becoming the brand new Intercontinental Champion. And as soon as Braun Breaker said that, the crowd was cheering for him, doing a bark, and then he just left out the ring. But that was a good way. That was kicking off Monday Night Raw. Let's get into the matches here. Let's get into that. First match of the night, we had Rey Mysterio versus Xavier Woods. Now we know Xavier Woods and Rey Mysterio got to it last week. Rey was beefing with Finn Balor. He said, "I'm not worried about Finn Balor, Xavier. You're gonna disrespect me, insult me." Let's have a one-on-one match. It was a good pace back and forth between these two of Rey Mysterio and Xavier Woods. They had a good back and forth, but a turning point in the match was he grabbed his mask and he pulled it off. And when he pulled it off, that's how Xavier Woods was able to get the roll up. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, and notate that is one of the easier masks that Rey Mysterio wears. He normally does not wear that mask. He wore that mask so it could easily come off. And of course, Xavier Woods got the advantage. So that was Xavier Woods versus Rey Mysterio. Kofi Kingston was talking to backstage like, "What are you doing, bro? We don't do things that way. That's not how it is." Yada yada yada. So it was just a whole bunch of stuff going on. So it was wild, definitely wild. Other than that, though, this was an okay match to kick off Monday Night Raw. Let's get on to the next match of the night. Next match, we had Lyra Valkyria versus Zoe Stark. Lyra Valkyria and Zoe Stark had a match set up from last week. Lyra Valkyria just recently returned to Monday Night Raw. And as this match went, this is not my favorite match. It was pretty much, it ended in, the numbers game was, Lyra was outnumbered by the Pure Fusion Collective. She didn't have Selena Vega, without Natalya, nothing. And Sonya Deville interfered in the match. She got involved, and it allowed Zoe Stark to hit the Z360 in a win. Zoe Stark defeats Lyra Valkyria. And also, Zoe Stark is wearing trunks. She normally wears pants. I haven't seen her wear trunks since, NXT days? But that's neither here nor there. That's my opinion on that situation. But we got Zoe for the win. Then, of course, as we thought was over, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, they made a return. They returned back to Raw. We haven't seen them in months. Katana Chance had the face mask on. So we know it's going to be a set between Pure Fusion Collective, Lyra Valkyria, and Kaden Carter, Katana Chance. Let's get on to the next part of the show. We have one last promo from CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. They've been teasing this long rivalry that's been going on all year. And they had their final words to say in the cell. I'm personally getting tired of this feud. I want this match to happen. Every week they're doing this, but we'll get more into that. CM Punk said it's not a guy you're praying to. It's not the devil you're praying to. You're praying to CM Punk. And CM Punk told Drew, you prayed for this, right? It's what you wanted. And then, Drew McIntyre said, I quote, "You've been back for a year and you've been injured for 4 months and you're going to be gone forever." And that's all because of Drew McIntyre. So they had a face-to-face interaction there. And that was it. So, it was a wild situation there. So all I got to say is I can't wait till Saturday for this match to happen. It's going to be main event. It's going to be opening match. That remains to be seen. I prefer main event. Next match on the show, we have LWO versus the Judgment Day 6-man tag. This match here, it was, how Judgment Day get down. They just cannot do nothing clean. But long story short, Judgment Day got the win over LWO. We remember they were saying early in the night as Judgment Day arrived, where's Finn Balor? He told Dominic Mysterio on the phone outside that he was having travel issues and he will be there at the show. And yes, that's exactly what he did. Finn Balor showed up during this matchup. He caused distraction on LWO. Judgment Day was able to get the pinfall. So the Judgment Day defeats LWO in a six-man tag match, and afterwards, Liv Morgan got involved in the rest of Judgment Day. Then it was just chaos. Then you had the Territories and Judgment Day. They get into it. It was just wild, one thing after another. It was just like ouch. But yeah, that's how that went down. Um, like I said, it's just pretty much Judgment Day Terror Twins thing. That's pretty much where it's been going. Let's get to the next match on the card. We have Kofi Kingston versus Chad Gable. Now, this match here, I actually took a liking to this match. I took a liking to this match a little bit. This match was good. Chad Gable is one of the most talented people on the roster. He rarely ever has a bad match, but he does his thing regardless of that. Now, with that being said, Kofi Kingston, he was down for a while, and we had Chad Gable up, but Kofi started to come back, and the next thing you know, we had Xavier Woods interfering outside with the Creed brothers, caused destruction on Kofi, and next thing you know, Kofi Kingston got hit with the Chaos Theory for the win, that's the move of the suplex. And Kofi was not pleased with Xavier. Not happy about that. So we know that's been boiling over the whole Judgment Day teasing the breakup. So we're going to get more into it's gonna be more to that story. Only time will remain. Only time will tell what else is gonna happen exactly. But that was the end of that matchup. Let's get on to the next part of the show. We had Sami Zayn and Gunther promo. Sami Zayn has been challenging Gunther for weeks. He been wanting a title shot. And then Sami came out and he told Gunther, I think you don't want to face me because you're scared of me. The last time we faced off and you were held in any championship of any kind, I defeated you, talking about WrestleMania 40, when Gunther was the Intercontinental Champion. And Sami saying, if I fight you again, I'm going to take the World Heavyweight Championship off you. And Gunther got tired of Sami, got tired of it, and he decked Sami. He hit him. He hit him, and then Sami tried to go back and forth. He did, his move where he takes to the turnbuckle. What's the name of that move again? They said it on Raw. I forgot what he said on Raw, but it was a good back and forth between these two. And then, Gunther said some good things to Sami. He said, Sami, because I lost to you of all people, my father was embarrassed. And then Sami came back saying, you know what? You embarrassed your family. He said that you it was crazy how he said that it became personal. So he said he gonna do whatever he can to win the World Heavyweight Championship. He said it's been personal, but Gunther say you got your match. And next thing you know, like I say, Gunther standing over Sami. They're going to have a one-on-one match, and they said it's going to happen next week on Monday Night Raw. Sami versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. I know he did the Luva kick, but he did the other move, not the Luva kick, the one he takes to the turnbuckle, the suplex type of move, not the Luva kick. I know what the Luva kick is. The suplex one where he takes you and your back goes to the turnbuckle. That move, he did that, but Gunther got him back. He hit with a power bomb. And that was it. This move right here. I don't know the name of this move. This one right here in the front. That one right there. I can't think the name of that move. But other than that, though, great stuff between Sami and Gunther. We finally get this match. But let's see what else happened on the show. We had the Awesome Truth, the team of Miz and R-Truth versus the Authors of Pain, AOP. So we had that going on as well. This was a crazy one. It was a crazy one, guys. I will say that. Because we had some unexpected turn of events during this whole matchup. As we seen that, Author of Pain was getting early advantage, and R-Truth was getting terrorized pretty much. Let's be honest here. And when he did get terrorized, R-Truth, he needed some help. He needed a hot tag from Miz. We thought it was gonna get a good hot tag, but we got the hot tag. The next thing you know, man, things did not end too well for R-Truth. That's when Miz decked him, and it shows that this is the Miz heel turn. So yes, it's the Miz heel turn. This was unexpected. I'm not surprised, me personally, but it was unexpected, and it was a good swerve that they hit us with. So we got the, like I said, Miz became heel. Guess he got tired of R-Truth and his antics, and it's not the first time he's done this to the Truth. Remember, he done this years ago. He always does some funny stuff to R-Truth.
Lining up Akam. Oh, what in the world was that?
He turned on him before, as you guys can see, back in 2011. They first run of Awesome Truth, and he did it on Raw again. So that was crazy. That was Miz was starting to feel like when it came to, R-Truth's put him in crazy matches. He set this matchup between R-Truth versus AOP. He set he set a match a few weeks ago of Miz versus Bronson Reed. Then that match got interrupted last week by Braun Strowman. Miz had enough for R-Truth, and this is how he was feeling.
No, brother, doesn't work for me right now,
He's tired of that tag team, so he said, I'm done. He said, I'm done. I'm out. And that's exactly what happened. Simone Production, salute to you. AEW sucks. AEW is amazing. What are you talking about, man? It's the best wrestling company in the world. I can't even lie, man. We know that's not true.
No.
No, it's not good. It's definitely not. It's not the best company in the world. But salute to you. Miz versus Jay. Yeah, that could be one. Miz with Carrion. That's a good scenario. Yes. I definitely see that, and it's about time. Miz been babyface for almost a year. We know he was needed, and then Raw needs more heels. Let's be honest, guys. They need more heels. Point blank, period. But this was a good setup, and R-Truth is done. That's crazy. R-Truth just came back. He got decked. That's sad. That's not looking too good for Mr. R-Truth there. He just can't catch a break for anything, can he? I don't think he can. Cannot catch a break for anything. But other than that, though, guys, that was Miz Turner on R-Truth. And AOP won the match. He left R-Truth by himself. AOP got the dub on that one. We already know that. But that was the end of that match. And I'm waiting to see what's going to happen with Miz next. Will him and R-Truth feud, or will he go on to face Jay, challenge for the Intercontinental Championship? But we're going to see the Miz again. And then, of course, the main event, we got Braun Strowman, Monster of all monsters versus Bronson Reed. Man, before we get into it, I just got to say one thing. This is what I think of this match. You may hear me play this again, but I'm going to say it early. This is what I think of this match.
Yeet, delete, yes, we believe in Joe Hendry. Suck it. Woo! What? Yeah.
I just want to say, give a super chant. This match was top to bottom. It was Bronson. I know Braun Strowman put Bronson Reed through chairs. I know he put him through announce tables, the steel steps. Bronson Reed getting on top of Braun Strowman. The the ring collapsing. Everything, tsunami that Bronson Reed hit. Then him doing the suicide dive. It was just wild. Braun Strowman on top of all the security. It was just wild. Definitely wild. And I loved every single minute of it. And then what I love so much about it, at the end, we got a little return. We got someone coming back. Unexpected ending. I knew he was going to come back. But we got we end up getting Seth Rollins coming back to the fold. He came back and he made noise, and he did not forget about what Bronson Reed did to him prior.
No! That's the visionary! Seth Rollins, stop! He's back!
So Seth Rollins is back. He did the stomp onto the steel steps of Bronson Reed after the ring collapsed as Bronson was trying to get up, and he couldn't get up after the stomp, but Braun Strowman did, and Braun Strowman defeated Bronson Reed in the last monster standing match in the main event of Monday Night Raw. And that was that is the end of Monday Night Raw, guys. That was the end of the show. Let's talk about what is the rating of the show. What is the rating of the show? Would I give it? I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest. This was good. I like how guys. This is the last Raw of 2024. As we know that Raw will be starting next week, 2 hours until the Netflix starts in January. Other than that, great Raw, 4.5 out of 5. This Raw was amazing. Great stories. We had a heel turn from Miz. We had a return from Seth Rollins. And we have the Kofi Kingston and New Day and Xavier Woods story heating up. We had Katana Chance, Kaden Carter returning. Great story though. Great story. I like it. I can't even complain too much. But just because I don't complain too much, don't mean I can't go over what went wrong with Raw. We're gonna talk about that too, and let's get into it. And like I said, despite the high rating, I'll go over what I did not like. And let's be honest here. Jey Uso championship celebration was awful. Jey Uso, he had all the energy, everything coming out. He's with his son. He came out and it's like he was starstruck. I guess it was so much pressure on him, and I could tell that was his first singles championship. He's never used to getting that kind of that notoriety, not getting that used to attention, and he was just spacing out at times. He was stumbling over his words. He kept, you could tell that he just ran up and made something about his mom and stuff. I'm not saying he didn't want to say it, but the way it was said, he just had a big pause and he was not prepared. Scripted or not, if he didn't have a script, he just wasn't prepared. And it kind of ruins the beginning of his championship run as he's supposed to start defending his championship and having challenges for it. It just did not do him no justice at all. Very he was out of place almost. Out of place. He was just out of place. Yeah, definitely. He was just out of place with that. I was not feeling that at all. I really was not. And since I was not feeling that, you already know what's next after that. If I'm not feeling certain things, and you guys have guessed it, yes, and yes, it goes on the list.
What's gonna happen? No. Words? No, you just made the list.
Yes, so it made the list. Jey Uso did not talk hardly. The crowd kind of saved him in a way, but I knew something was up. And I know people were saying he may have forgotten his lines or whatever the case may be. He just was not prepared for this kind of attention winning the Intercontinental Championship. I think he's still in shock that he actually won the title. But I like Jey. Hopefully he does have a very good Intercontinental Championship run. But it was definitely out of place for the man. So Jey, do better. Don't stumble next time. We got you. The WWE fans got you. So that's all I'm saying regarding that. But let's get over to another part of the show. I don't know about you guys. I am tired of Judgment Day storyline. This new Judgment Day is boring. I'm tired of Liv Morgan. I'm tired of Dom, this whole love story angle. I'm tired of whole Finn Balor, JD being tag team champs, never defend the belts. I'm tired of Carlito saying that's cool or not cool. I'm tired of that. I think what should happen now at this point with Judgment Day, they're getting very bland, very dry. I mean, why are they still feuding with the Terror Twins? In the Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, they defeated you at Bash in Berlin. Um, you're gonna have a one-on-one match against Rhea at Bad Blood, and Finn Balor and Damian gonna fight at Bad Blood. I really hope after those two matches in Bad Blood, this whole thing's over. And me personally, I think Judgment Day should all break off on their own. JD and Finn are their tag team champions. Even though they never defend the belts, let them be on their own. Let Dom and Liv break off. Because it seems like Liv's not on Dom like she was once before. It seems like Dom is pretty much I don't know, a handbag carrier, pretty much a second fiddle to Liv Morgan. He's playing second fiddle, just like he did with Rhea Ripley. Is slowly becoming that, unless they change the storyline. And Carlito's like doing nothing. I mean, it's we I don't know about you guys, but the original Judgment Day was obviously better. That's without question. And with that being said, since I'm not feeling this, and this is not the best version of Judgment Day, it belongs on the
What's
list.
gonna happen? No. Words? No. You just made the list.
So yeah, I'm getting tired of this whole Judgment Day nonsense. I'm getting real sick of it. It after at least after 2024, can we please just get rid of this stable. We got enough stables as is. You got Final Testament, you got LWO, you got this Pure Fuse Collector. How many stables do we need on Raw? Seriously. So this one's Judgment Day's been going on since 2022 when Edge was still around, who's in AEW now. Come on, man. Enough's enough. Let's end the stable, please. End it, please. Now that's the second thing I didn't like on Raw. The third thing I didn't like, I talked about this before. This whole Drew McIntyre and CM Punk promo, it's just dragged and it's repetitive. CM Punk has been saying the same thing for the past 2 weeks. He just switched the words around, try to play word sounds, fooling us. Same with Drew McIntyre. Y'all say the same stuff every week, and you switch the words around. We get it. You guys are sick of each other. You guys want to tear each other apart inside the cell. One of you want to break the other one in half. I get it. We all get it. But let this feud end, please, because if I have to hear about another Drew McIntyre in a CM Punk encounter, fighting, a match, brawl, whatever it is, I'm going to scream. So I don't want to see this anymore. Let them have shit out, have them hell in a cell, let them have that final match, and let's get it over with because it's just not intriguing that much anymore. And since it's not that much intriguing anymore, it goes on the list.
What's gonna happen? No. Words? No. You just made the list.
So those are three things that went wrong with Raw. Those are three things I was just not a fan of. I just really wasn't. But other than that, though, Raw, very good show as we prepare to do our final Raw for 3 hours for the year. So why did they drop the sale? I don't know. They didn't fight in there. It was no physicality. Remember, Adam Pearce said last week, no physicality until Hell in a Cell and Bad Blood. So I didn't get it. And those are the things I saw what went wrong with Raw. We are in that. The first round is over. We're talking about Raw. Bronson Reed takes on the Beast Braun Strowman. Seth Rollins returning. The final 3-hour Raw 2024, the Bad Blood preview. As we prepare to set up for the bonus round, we are going to say our bye-byes to X. X will be the one. We'll say our bye-byes over there. We will stay on Facebook. No, we'll say bye-bye to Facebook as well. We can prepare for Bad Blood. If you want to check out more, come to Red Carpet Ring. With that being said, let's get that going. We will get the bonus round started second. Give me a couple moments, and we're going to talk about who will return at Bad Blood. All right, we are hitting the bonus round, guys. We're gonna talk about who will return at Bad Blood. This is the PLE that will be in Atlanta, upcoming Saturday, October 5th. But before we do, let's get into that, and let's talk about doing a simple task before we begin. We're going to do it again. Let's double tap that screen. Why don't you? Let's get that in there. Let's get it in and let's do that.
Not real.
Trust me.
But that doesn't do anything, man.
All right. So we're going to talk about Bad Blood, and we're going to see who will make a surprise entrance. Now, I got some names here of a few people I think it's going to show up at Bad Blood. I got 3 particular names in particular. And I'm trying to see who will show up, who's going to make an appearance. And I kind of said these already if you check out my review on Bad Blood. My predictions on Bad Blood. But let's get into it. Let's talk about it. First person will be Raquel Rodriguez. I see her return at Bad Blood. And I said this before. She will return because she's going to return specifically because she will get involved in the Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley Women's World Championship title match that will be at Bad Blood. I talked about this before. I still see her being a factor. I think she will show up at some point during this matchup between these 2 women, and I think she will be the one to determine if Liv Morgan retains the title or if Liv Morgan somehow, by any chance, maybe she lose the title. I said this before. Now, we know that Raquel Rodriguez has been out due to mast cell. She had that skin condition a while back. And she is reportedly set to return soon at some point. So, like I said, Raquel Rodriguez, we know that match between Rhea and Liv will be a match, but there will be no Dom Mysterio involved. Remember, he's going to be locked in a shark cage. So he can't help Liv in any way, shape, or form. And this is where Raquel comes in. She's going to dominate. She will get back at Rhea, maybe attack Liv or maybe side with Liv. But she will be involved in this particular matchup. I see her showing up in this match. And I think Raquel will maybe align herself with Liv, and maybe she'll align herself with Liv and abandon Dominic Mysterio because Dom can't really help her like that anymore. It could be a situation in that. You never know. But I expect her to show up. I'll be surprised if she don't, but I expect her to make an appearance. If not, Bad Blood maybe the following night on Monday Night Raw. The Monday after Bad Blood. Bad Blood is not Sunday, it's Saturday. So that Raw after, I could expect her maybe showing up. She'll make an appearance for that matter. But I do see that being the case here. I would do not go sleep on Raquel Rodriguez. She'll show up. She will show up. I would not be surprised. Easy, like I say, either that Bad Blood or the following Monday. We haven't seen her since Elimination Chamber. It's the last time I really saw her. So that's what I have. She'd be one of the people returning to WWE. She will get involved in this match. She will help Liv Morgan retain her championship. She'll come and get Rhea while the ref is out, and then that's it. And then she'll start her heel run or tweener, whatever the case may be. But that's what I see going down with Raquel Rodriguez. Now, that's one person I see returning at Bad Blood. Let's go over another name. Second name, Jimmy Uso. This has been long awaited. We've been needing a return from Jey Uso. Jey Uso has not been seen since, I want to say, May, when we saw the introduction of Tama Tonga. He was joining Solo in the Bloodline as Solo had him taken out. And, of course, he was even out before Paul Heyman. Jimmy Uso is definitely going to make an appearance. And I see him showing up between the tag team match of Roman Reigns and Cody versus the Bloodline of Solo and Jacob. He would probably make an appearance in this particular match. I can see him showing up sometime in this match or after. But Jimmy Uso is set to return very, very soon. They have to set up for Survivor Series. And you know, War Games, we're gonna have the whole that we were talking about all year. I made videos about it. Bloodline versus Bloodline, the old Bloodline, the originals versus the current, and he needs to return because not only we need Roman Reigns, but we need Jimmy Uso, and of course we need other Uso, which is Jay Uso as well. But we definitely need Jimmy Uso to return because Survivor Series is 1 month away, so he has to show up at some given point. So Jimmy Uso will show up at Bad Blood. If not at Bad Blood, maybe he does show up the SmackDown after Bad Blood. But expect to see his face very, very soon in the WWE arena once again. Now, last but not least, once the other person I see showing up, Final Boss The Rock. That's right. The Rock has not been seen since right after WrestleMania when he talked to Cody Rhodes. He had his own personalized People's Champion. You know, him and Cody, he was teasing that him and Cody going to have a wrestling match at some given point. Some people said WrestleMania. Some people said sometime next year, whatever the case may be. But I expect The Rock, the final boss, to show up. And similar to Jimmy Uso, he will show up after this particular match as well. Roman Reigns and Cody versus the bloodline of Solo and Jacob Fatu. And there's with The Rock and Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso going to return, but he will be on Roman's side. Rock is the opposite. I think he's still the final boss. He will be on the side of Solo and Jacob Fatu. He may even have interaction with Roman face to face. They attack each other, whatever the case may be. But Rock is going to show up very soon. He know he went away in May to film his movie. You know, he's still part of TKO board and all that. I get that, but he has to show up. He will be involved in the whole Survivor Series War Games 2, Bloodline versus Bloodline. So he just won't be on the same side as Jimmy. He'll be on the opposite side. So we'll see what happens with Rock. Rock will definitely, I can see making an appearance at Bad Blood. And if not Bad Blood, similar to Jimmy Uso, he could show up at the SmackDown after Bad Blood because we have to set up for this Survivor Series storyline. We are a little over a month away. It's the literally 2 PLEs after this. We have Bad Blood. Then we have Crown Jewel the beginning of November. And then the end of November, we have Survivor Series. And I believe there'll be no more PLEs for the main roster until February 1st, which is Royal Rumble in 2025 in Indianapolis. So they have to set this up. Rock has to show up at some given point. Figure 4 TV said, my prediction, Cody's going to side with the new bloodline. Sami Zayn, and Jimmy will save Roman from Cody. Good analysis. We'll see what happens. Randy Orton will be the face of that feud. Seeds is already planning. He's already questioning Cody. And remember, The Rock did whisper something to Cody. Exactly. Got to see what's going on. Maybe that's a good analysis, Figure 4 TV. Maybe with The Rock, with the new bloodline, Cody said, I'm going to join you guys too. And I said something up to that effect that Cody may turn on Roman after the match or vice versa. Roman attacks Cody. But I do see Rock being one of the people showing up at Bad Blood. That's the way I see it. Other than that, though, guys, that's all I have regarding who will return at Bad Blood. We're talking about who's going to make a surprise appearance at Bad Blood. It could be, I have a few names that I already said. It could be those 3 people of Raquel Rodriguez, Jimmy Uso, The Rock. We'll see. But I definitely expect somebody to show up. If not all 3, 2 of the 3 will show up, or 1 of the 3 will show up. Somebody's going to make a return to Bad Blood. Men's or women's division, don't matter. I do see that going on. So stay tuned. And yes, before you guys ask, I will cover Bad Blood as well. Thank you. We'll be doing that as well. Stay tuned to the Red Carpet Raid. Other than that, though, that's all I have regarding that. You guys let me know in the live chat and comment section below. Who do you have showing up at Bad Blood? Who will make an appearance? Or do you don't think nobody's going to make an appearance? Maybe nobody shows up. Maybe they wait till the Raw SmackDown after. But we can only see what's going to happen next. Soon to will pop up. You guys click the links below. You guys already know what it is at this point. It is OUNT.
Something happened this weekend. And I have been struggling with it since I retired, but this weekend gave me closure.
Wow.
It really did. Like, it was fun. Obviously, it was fun. I mean, you can't, doing this for as long as I have and being involved.